Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Good morning, all you folks out there in Southern Fried Podcast Land, and all of our breadheads out there in Cornbread Nation. I'm Rob. That's Dave, and we're here to wish you a happy Monday. Good morning. Hope your week is starting off great this morning. Oh my goodness, we're barely.
Tariff Wars 2025 Day 3. Mexico and Canada are they're talking tough. It ain't gonna work. It won't last long.
No,
I know that on the tarmac last night, President Trump was saying he had a morning meeting with or phone meeting with Trudeau. He didn't expect any major news yet. But can you imagine Trudeau trying to talk tough? Can you imagine him? We're gonna tax. They named some of the stuff they're gonna tax. Over 1,000 products. We're gonna put the tariff down.
Was it like moose hooves?
No, it was things you would recognize, but he's trying to talk tough. Mexico says they're naming theirs today or tomorrow. Who cares? You know what? You're not going to outlast us on this. It hurts you a whole lot more than it hurts us.
I do know on the flip side of it, what are we really asking from you? What take care of your borders and take care of our shared borders on your side.
Yeah.
And a fair trade agreement. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Not asking for that much.
It's not gonna last that long. But there will be avocados is up there, Modelo's, is things like that are. It does not involve energy, or there's some things it excludes, but there's a lot of products that it does. President said it'll be a pain point for a little bit.
Canada.
Yeah.
Maple syrup.
Well, syrups, whatever.
Import hockey.
There's actually a lot of products that come in from Canada. There's a lot that goes out. To Canadians. The beers and stuff. Like I said, there's a lot of things coming in, a lot of things going out. That's common between nations. Companies, set up where they set up. But you know what? It may force some companies to say we're going to just expand our production capabilities in the United States or something.
I mean, I know we bottle up some sunshine and warm temperatures in Florida and send up there so they can help thaw out in the spring.
I just cracks me up that they actually think they're going to talk tough to the president. Like it's okay. Okay.
Okay, we'll see how.
Imagine Trudeau and his skinny jeans coming out there and trying to act like he's going to talk tough. I mean, can you just really?
Is it just me? Is it just me, or does Trudeau sound like someone's saying True Joe? Like True Joe Biden? If Joe Biden were leader in another country, what would he sound like? Justin, True Joe.
The guy's a joke, man. Nobody likes that dude. I don't know. I guess somebody does. He gets elected, but nobody likes that dude, man. I mean, come on. We have also the confirmation hearings continuing for RFK Jr. and Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard. Got to get these things in. It is not a slam dunk on RFK Jr. If he gets in, I think they all get in. But it's going to be, he's going to be the key, I think, on this thing. I could be wrong, but I think he's the key. Thank you, Miss Cindy, for the like this morning. Hope things are going well as you work this morning. I will be along shortly. It's Monday. You get to work. Yes.
Yeah, it's a fun day.
Did you watch the Grammys to see how many Grammys that Taylor Swift would win, Rob?
No, I did not. I didn't know they were on. I had company all weekend. We spent Saturday night playing cards about 2:00 in the morning.
Come on, man. You were jumping up and down last night singing the songs. Yes.
Was that
she
last
won.
night?
Yeah.
Was that last night?
Yeah.
No, I did not turn on the TV yesterday. I don't think.
You see, you buy a big TV, then you don't even watch it.
Oh, I did turn on. I laid down. I sat down in the chair and ate my supper last night, and turned on Jack Ryan and fell asleep.
Nice. The Texas National Guard, it is being reported, is deputized to arrest migrants. Yes. Let's put them to work. I love it.
It's time. Also, Uncle Jeb was out in California this weekend visiting his cousin.
His cousin. Didn't know he had a cousin in Cali.
Yeah, it's out in Altadena, California.
Oh.
He said he was sitting in his chair on Saturday evening around 6 o'clock. Just about the time it getting dark good, and he heard something pawing and scratching on the floor. Went out there and looked underneath the house. Said he saw the biggest blank dog he'd ever seen in his life. So he jumped up, ran in there, grabbed the telephone, and called the city dog catcher. Come out there and get that dog out from underneath the house.
Well, did he do it?
No. The dog catcher showed up, looked underneath the house, about a 525-pound bear underneath the house. And Uncle Jeb was up there screaming, "Get that dog! Get that dog!" That dog catcher said, "Get that dog yourself." We got to his truck and drove off.
Throwing some gravels, as they were getting out of there.
Yeah, I mean, the gravels were flying.
Well, to be fair, the dog catcher probably didn't have a dog catcher.
Nope, but apparently he had
big enough.
Catcher. Apparently he had a poop catcher because there was a big. Uncle Jeb said he was walking away and there was a big funny shake in the back of his britches and he smelled funny. So he crawled all the way up underneath that house before he realized that was a bear, not a dog. That bear looked to him like he was a buffet or a buffet. I don't know. He calls them a buffet sometimes, and sometimes he calls them a buffet. I wish he'd make up his mind what he's doing. I think he calls them a buffet if it's Southern cooking, and a buffet if it's got something other than Southern on there.
Well, you never know with him.
Fancy.
He calls you a dad burn cotton picker.
Yeah, and then sometimes he calls me a dad burn cotton pickup. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh.
Oh, and I don't know if Steve's up this morning yet or not. I don't think he is, but I just want to put a shout out to Steve at Half Pine Forge there, our Celtic blacksmith. He's a pretty good guy, and I got on him pretty hard the other night. I love him. I'm quite sure there will be retaliation.
Oh, I'm sure. He had his first live from the blacksmith forge. It was pretty good. He got his audio figured out and made a few things. Well, you called his forge an easy bake. I mean, come on, man. I mean, just cut a guy. You know what I mean? Just cut a guy.
He backed all. I did that, and he backed all the way across that shop. I can feel the heat off that thing over here. What size light bulb you got in that thing? It was awesome seeing that little forge, though. I mean, it was. I don't know if that's little or not, but it was awesome seeing that thing in action. And it was deep stuff up quick, but it did look
for all that he does. It works. I mean, he's not making massive projects, but the stuff that he makes, my stuff should be in today.
Yeah,
I think it's due to come in today, and I've already got him a small new order. Lynn saw the one thing that I ordered in, and she wants to buy one for a friend of ours, and so she said, "Make me an order." So I've got him. He may already have that in stock. He's trying to get to where he has stuff in stock and can just pop it out. Get ahead a little bit, as he said. Up until now, it's been have an order, make the order, But he's starting to get a little stocked up in the store. He knocked out a couple of triangles in that video. Now, one didn't have the fancy twist in it, so he can make it quicker and a little cheaper. And these were just stuff to make. He probably wouldn't sell those. He was just making stuff. But he might. I mean, give you a discount. He was just making stuff for the show. But it was interesting though. I enjoyed his fancy screen protector for the laptop. That was cool.
Yes.
If it melts, he knows to back that laptop up. That's what that is. It's a plastic lid.
Yeah. I think I have found the perfect gift.
He needs to have what he should have is the computer. He'll get there. A computer a little further back or something, right off camera the other direction, and have a screen that's up, that's protected, and he could see those, in real time. If he needed, he could just make comments to them. But because it's tough when you have to walk over and glance down into a laptop screen to get your chat, especially when you're over there, banging and clanging on steel.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you. Do you have Steve's address?
I doubt.
Don't give it to me on air, but if you've got his address, I would like
I'm not sure that he shares that because the way it comes, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I need to send him something, though.
I'll have to look. He may have that as a PO or something. I don't know.
I have to send him something. I have found the perfect gift just for Steve. It'll be a great addition to his shop.
We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe
when the package comes in, we'll see. I don't remember if it's on there or not.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's a good guy. It was funny yesterday.
Oh, he's great.
As he talked about your running that mouth.
So he went back and watched our show, or just the chats on his show?
I'm not really. I think he watched our show.
Oh.
Because the link, the comment was on our show.
Okay.
Which was his show as well, just the video though.
Yeah.
I mean, we showed almost his whole show, or a good portion of it. Just no audio. But he went back into our front porch and made a comment on there, and I commented back. So that's how I saw it. He made a comment on the Rumble channel for our show.
Okay. Yes,
front
he did.
Porch. So. So he curious, because his chats froze up for some reason on the live. He couldn't.
Probably because I was commenting so much. I'm sorry.
Once it got past one, and I noticed he wasn't commenting. He was looking on there. He never saw them because they weren't showing up for him. So we're over here, or especially you over here, hitting him thing after thing on there, and he's not seeing them, and he ain't hearing us because he's in the middle of his show. He knows that he knows we have it pulled up because he went over and looked for just a minute, and he was giving us a shout out, him a shout out, and I need to go back and watch his show actually so I can hear some more of the things he said, because we started our show an hour in, and I was listening more to us. Obviously, I had him kind of in one of my earpieces.
Yeah, I did too.
Turned down very low, so I didn't catch everything, but I'd like to go back and watch it. Well, so
I turned it all the way down. I was going to try to do voiceover for him on our show, but I thought that'd just be mean.
But he did a good job. It was cool.
I got to tell you the rest of the story about the Uncle Jeb story with the dog. They said they ended up having to call the Department of Fish and Wildlife to come get this big dog out from underneath his house, his cousin's house out there.
Yeah.
Well, the bear, the 525-pound bear that was underneath the house, said it took nearly 24 hours and 8 people to get that big old dog bear out from underneath that house. I don't think it took Uncle Jeb that long if he just went ahead and took care of it.
Well, he'd probably just burnt the house down.
Probably, or shot through the floor. Come here, bear. Boom.
I'll get you, bear.
Yeah. You won't be scaring me no more, you stupid bear. Come up here and thinking you a dog, but you wasn't a dog.
I wouldn't want the bear in the basement, no doubt. But I would rather have the bear under the house than I would a snake in my toilet that I didn't see.
I'd have to think that one out.
There's some big snakes that's crawled up through toilets while people were sitting on them.
Dude, you just paranoided half of America now. They're going to be going down there looking in their toilets before they sit down, checking part way through and everything else now.
There are plenty of documented cases.
Name one.
Oh, you can go look them up. They're out there, man. There is a lot of
snakes in toilets.
That has happened.
Come on. How many times?
I ain't gonna tell you a number, but it's just
as a snake came up a toilet. Let's see here. Can snakes really come up a toilet pipe? Snakes are often high on lists of things adults afraid of, so imagine reaction. Even the thought of toilet snakes, since they refer to them as toilet snakes. Since chills down your spines, take heart. While it's certainly possible for a snake to end up in your toilet, it's extraordinarily unlikely.
But the
very reason that these stories make headlines is they're so very rare and so shiver-inducing.
Well, if it happened once, it's one too many.
They found a corn snake in the 19th floor toilet in New York City. Could you imagine that? You're 19 stories up and you find a snake in your toilet?
I wouldn't want anything to do with that.
Oh my God. That would be hilarious for somebody else. For it to happen to somebody else, that would be hilarious.
Well, would you rather have
hilarious for me?
Would you rather have the toilet snake or Chucky under your bed?
I think I'd take Chucky under the bed for 100 Alex, because I guarantee you Chucky not going to survive the shotgun.
How many kids were scared to death to look under the bed because of that movie?
It wasn't just that movie. I mean, it was every scary movie that came out there for a while. You know, you look under the bed. Because remember, it happened in Poltergeist. The kid was looking under the bed for the clown. He hated the clown, and then the clown moved and all that kind of stuff. He threw his jacket over it, and yeah, they had all that. You know, that was that one looking under. It seemed like everything had a thing with looking under the bed. I know there was one in Nightmare on Elm Street. Which is still
in the first original Friday the 13th. I don't think he looked under the bed, but Jason was under the bed and stabbed Kevin Bacon, you know, through the bed. So he was under there.
Is that the only time Kevin Bacon's died in a movie?
Possibly. I don't know that for sure, but it is a possibility. But he definitely died in that one.
Yes. And Johnny Depp died in one of those too, didn't he?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he did. It was like in the first one.
Possibly. I don't remember.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was.
How many did they make of those movies? Like 10 or 12? I mean, they got pretty lame, I mean, to me. The first one got you because it was so new, and they had some pretty good actors in there, you know. It was
and he was.
And just I mean, it was creepy, you know.
Yeah.
It just got to be a little comical, you know. It wasn't really scary, you know.
Yeah, it was. That's why I liked Freddy Krueger, because he at least had a sense of humor. Hey, look how young he is in this picture. That's Johnny Depp from the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
My goodness, how young he is. Oh. But now I gotta look up to see how many Nightmare on Elm Streets there were. Okay. Now this is gonna be kind of creepy here. Yeah, I see you, Chalkers. All right. It starts with A Nightmare on Elm Street, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. And then Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. That's 6. And then they came out with Wes Craven's New Nightmare for 7. They had the final chapter, then they had the New Nightmare.
Well, it's about time for them to have the return.
Yeah. Or the reboot.
That's what you do, you know.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a reboot now.
And people will watch it. You know, I don't know how many, but.
Oh, I'd have to watch the first one to see what it was like. It's like I had to watch Rooster Cogburn or True Grit when they redid it. I regretted that, but I had to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't care for that.
I didn't either. I didn't make it all the way through.
I made make it 20 minutes in. I said, this is stupid.
Yeah. But it was more chain in the book.
Yeah,
but it
I heard that. People tell me that. And I'm like, I don't care. It's already a legend the way it was. You can't go back and kind of change that. Not that much.
No. No. It would have been pretty cool to see Jeff Bridges in the eye patch screaming, "Fill your hands, you something," like John Wayne did, but you know.
Yeah.
That was something John Wayne and I had in common. You know, I didn't like it when dude called me fat on here either. I booted his butt. And technically, he gave them an old Western booting their butt when they called him a one-eyed fat man. He didn't like being called fat either. John Wayne and I are just alike.
I just came up. Since you said that, I just came up. We have it now. You could be known at your location. You're still one eye and the fat man. Chuck's one eye.
There's a lot of stuff I could say to that at this point. And I could get away with it. I could. But I'm not going to. I'm going to let that slide. I'm going to let that slide. Even though you're not being nice, I'm going to be. Goes along with my
Jake and the fat man. You could be Chuck and the one-eyed Chuck and he could be his own star.
He's already got his role in here.
He's biting you. That's what he's done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's bit me several times. So
before we take a commercial break, I do want to say, you know, I was telling you that, and I told him last night, I ran out of gas for the first time, and I mean, I don't know how long, 25, 30 years, I don't know. Apparently, my wife's car is showing false information, and they failed to tell me. So we're going back. We're about 35, 40 minutes out from home, and the car dies. You know, I pulled up the side of the road. I'm thinking, oh man, what's going on? All kinds of things are going through. So I called my boy up, and he goes, "Oh, I bet you're out of gas." Because my wife had said that, like, well, "I think you're out of gas." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm out of gas? I'm showing that I have gas." So anyway, long story short, our boy says, "Oh yeah, it happened to me the other day. It's not accurate. We're gonna have to look into that. It's not accurate." I'm like, "And you didn't tell me?" "Well, I meant to. I thought she was gonna drive your truck, not your car. You know, da da da." So anyway, they started en route, my boys, to come help us. So first thing they did, in their eagerness to get out the house, they forgot the gas can that we have. We have a gas can. So they're riding down the road. So they call me. They say, "Hey, where exactly are you at?" And I was trying to tell them everything. They said, "Well, okay, well, we're going to have to stop and get a gas can because we don't have one." I'm like, "Well, why didn't you?" "Well, we forgot. He didn't want to go back, so he was trying to hurry up and get to you." He said, where else should I stop? Where should we stop? I said, now. If you see a gas station, stop now. Just stop. I mean, because you're going to get to a point where there's not going to be a station. So, oh, okay, yeah. Well, apparently they were already past most of the stations. So they go to this little hole-in-the-wall gas station. And apparently that little, group didn't have gas cans. So anyway, they come pulling up to help us, and I'm like all thankful. And my boy jumps out, and he has a 2-liter Coke bottle full of gas. I'm like, dude, that's the most redneck thing I've ever seen in my life. Where's the gas can? And he said, well, the place we stopped, they didn't look like they had any. So I just did the next best thing. I'm like,
that's not the next best thing, dude.
I know. So he puts the gas in the tank, which that was trying as a 2-liter, which he had washed it out and all that. But he gets in, he cranks it up, and it's not running. He goes, we're going to need more gas. So he hands me this 2-liter and says, you're going to have to go get some more gas. I threw that thing on the ground. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that, dude. So I had to go down and buy a can and put some gas in it and come back, and then we were all good. But when he come out of that car with that, I'm like, really? Baby boy, are you kidding me? What is this?
He
So
is
when
a
you see
redneck
him,
at heart.
the next time, he's redneck. The next time you see him, you're gonna have to ask him about this.
That's your baby boy.
Baby boy.
If you'd have gave him that piece of bacon that day, your life might have been a lot easier.
No, it wouldn't
Because
matter.
I'm quite sure he's thinking, yeah, you didn't give me no bacon. I'm gonna get you the 2-liter gas can.
No.
I'm gonna chug his Coke down
This
first.
is the way he rolls. I can't live in his world. I just can't. He is completely comfortable in his skin. I'm not. I can't do it. In his world, he sees things way, way different than me.
Yeah. Well, he lives in the same
I blame it on his mama's side of the family.
Okay.
Her originally on my wife's mom's side. She's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lady. But when you go on back through their family tree, I'm gonna get in trouble here.
You not got in trouble, dude. Ain't no getting in trouble. You blame everything.
I'm fixing to pull a Robert.
Yeah, you done pulled it.
They come from Hollywood, Alabama, and you just have to know what you know when you're talking about Hollywood, Alabama.
No, stop. I did not know there was a town in Alabama named Hollywood. I knew about Shinbone, but I didn't know about Hollywood. Oh, that explains a lot. I thought they'd been filming them stupid movies out there in California. They've been filming this junk in Alabama.
So
the Hollywood sign is really on Sand Mountain.
So my wife's family says our kin say they're real country. I mean real country. And like they're not country, but they're way more country than us down there in Hollywood.
Yeah, okay.
So love all y'all and salute out to you. And you might be a future destination on the Cornbread Nation show. But we're just saying.
Let's talk about your wife's family some more, Dave.
They don't even know who I am. Most of them are not.
Miss Lynn knows who they are, though. Come on, let's talk about it. You go get in trouble.
I don't know if Lynn will see them anymore. They used to travel down there,
Okay.
People in Hollywood didn't travel up to see them. They traveled down to see.
That's a bit far to go in a horse and buggy, I reckon. Or on the old mule, Della.
They country, man.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
And speaking of country and southern, I just want you to know you've had it.
Why's that?
Well, there's someone that comes into this show, has been a guest on this show several times, that wants to inform you not to be giving out any more passes on people being Southern that were not born in the South. And I told her, I said, it's all a state of mind. Well, we're not giving that out anymore. We not. If you're not born here, you ain't from here, and we can't give it out.
Who's saying that?
Miss Elizabeth
Oh, Miss
is
Elizabeth
putting
said
her
that?
foot down. She said,
Well,
"You said you tell him not be giving out no complimentary passes to people being Southern." Oh, she jumped right up on her soapbox and was letting you. And she's not feeling good this morning. You know, she just got of course she had surgery last week, and she may or may not be on here. But I just want you to know, she spoke out against that hard.
all right, let's run a commercial too. We've got a
Oh,
we've
you
got a
want
new
to change
vendor
something?
for
We
we've
don't
got
want
a
to talk
new
about this
vendor
family no more
for
about before the
Mammoth
first.
Nation. Nothing
Okay, well,
stands in the way of Mammoth Nation. We'll start
I'm
out
gonna go
with
get some
Debbie.
coffee.
We'll be right
I'll
back.
be right back.
Hey, folks, Dave in the AM here with the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Nation. For many weeks now, me and Rob have been telling you about our affiliation with Dubby Energy Drinks. I've been drinking some of them on the show, and I just got in today the powder version, and this is the Pond Blom version of this. And hey, I tell you that it gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters or the crash. There's no sugars, no fillers, no artificial dyes. So get you some Dubby today. Use the promo code Southern Fried, and you'll get 10% off each and every order. Not only can you get the energy drinks, but you can also get some cool merch items. In fact, soon we're going to have a hat to show you as an example of some of those things. There's shirts and other things you can get as well as containers to mix up the powder and the water into that you can carry with you. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast and also of Dubby Energy Drinks. We'll see you again soon. Take care. This is David the AM with the Southern Fried Podcast. We are now an affiliate of Podbean. Podbean is an audio platform which helps you get your voice out there. You can go online and go live from your very phone that you use. You don't have to have a lot of special equipment. It's nice to have a studio, but it's expensive. You can do those things from your phone. Hey, I was a listener of Podbean before I even became a podcaster. Maybe you've thought about being one. There was a time when I didn't think about being a podcaster, but think about it. You've got things to share. It could be as simple as baking, or it could be working on a car. The stories are endless that you could come up with to be a podcaster. And there are people out there that want to listen and to your stories and to your shows. And we're thankful for all those that watch and listen to us. Podbean is now an affiliate of the Southern Fried Podcast. Unless you're a business plan, that would be the bottom one. The one on top, use that. You'll get discounts. And also the Southern Fried Podcast benefits in this as well. I love Podbean. They also help launch out to many other audio sites. This saves me time. Time is precious. Time to be on the podcast. Time for research. Time to be with family. And yes, time to work. Yes, we still work out there in the workforce. So become a podcaster. Use Podbean. And when you use these links, one of them, you will save money and you'll also help the Southern Fried Podcast. Thanks so much for all your support. Take care. We'll see you soon. All right, one more thing, Mammoth Nation. Love this organization. I was watching their video last night. At least they do a weekly video on talking about issues in America. Anyway, I'm a lifetime member. Rob is a monthly supporter of Mammoth Nation. You get discounts when you go through their window and back into these vendors, and you get all kinds of discounts. This week we're highlighting a Mammoth Grip. These are great little tools to help carry heavy stuff, and they are lifetime guaranteed and made in the USA, as you see there on the screen. Go to their website, but go through Mammoth Nation. You'll get discounts on it that you'll get off of that. So if you go straight through, there are prices. If you go through Mammoth Nation, you're going to get an extra discount on these. So Mammoth Grip, you can find at Mammoth Nation. An American first company. What a great company. Love those folks. And use that QR code. You not only help yourself with some discounts, you help a great a family of companies that are America First, you also help the Southern Fried Podcast. So there you go. And we're back.
Yes. And remember, when you shop at Mammoth Nation, you're voting with your wallet.
That's it. That is it.
All right. So do we want to talk about Hollywood, Alabama some more? Or we want to...
Doesn't matter to me. I've never been there. I never made the journey when they went.
Oh.
But when they came back, they like when you go somewhere and you kind of immerse yourself in their culture a little bit, your language can change a little bit. And they would pick up little phrases and stuff, and I would say, what was that you just said? And they say, oh, well, that's the way they talk in Hollywood. And so you can always
give me an example of the phrase.
I don't remember what they are now, but it would be different, real country ways of saying things. I don't remember.
Let me see if I can figure this out now. So, like while they're in the car, and you've left your hat in there, and you tell them, say, "Hey, hand me my hat out the window." Would that be typical of that? Atypical, kind of, sort of. I can see people. I can see superstars walk down on Hollywood Boulevard, because I'm sure there's a Hollywood Boulevard in Hollywood, Alabama, going, "Hey, hand me my drink out. Hand me my can of Copenhagen out the window."
Yeah, it's probably along those lines. It's pretty true, man. They're great people, but they country. I mean, they got it's another level of Southern. I'll just say that. It's the best way to say it. Another level.
I bet they say, "When pigs fly," over there.
I don't know.
When the cows come home, we're gonna have a big shindig right here in Hollywood.
I don't know shindig, but I never heard shindig. That may be a South Georgia word. I don't remember hearing
Ain't no
that.
South Georgia word either. I don't know where that one came from, but we
Shindig.
don't. When we talk about digging in South Georgia, we talk about digging a hole. Probably plant your shin in.
They would come back with they're great people. They love going. I mean, my wife and her mom, they would drive down, and I think they took the boys a couple of times when we went down there. It's a good little drive from the house, but they said it was their cousins. It was cousins that lived down there.
It's Monday today.
Yeah,
I might reach out, see if we just get Miss Elizabeth on the show tonight for Mama Said. And just let her give you a big old leg strike. And that's what I'm thinking I'm going to see. That'll be fun for me. I don't know if it'll be fun for you or not, but it'll be fun for me.
Bring it on.
Oh.
Bring it on.
Oh, it's going to be fun. You're going to be contemplating all day long how to push this off on me. I know you are.
Nah. I'll push you over on Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck don't care. He done run out of here. He was going to be my co-host this morning. He said, "I don't feel like being on stage. They've seen me enough."
Let's do a quick shout out this morning. I have us a city over in Texas, Fredericksburg, Texas. A nice little town, was settled by a lot of German descendants. It is about 70 miles from San Antonio, about 80 from Austin, and is the home place of Admiral Nimitz of naval fame. So there's a lot of things to see and do around Fredericksburg, but I've never been there. That is way down in Texas, and I never went that far south way into Texas. But shout out to them this morning. We appreciate you. Southern Fried Podcast salutes you.
Salute. But you got to put that picture back up.
Okay.
Why do I think lederhosen in this when I see this picture? I am totally, and I'm hearing that funky music. And I'm thinking lederhosen. I'm seeing it, dude.
Well, that may happen.
Okay.
That may actually happen. I don't know.
Here's the
We'll
chicken
have to.
song for. I can see it.
We'll have to find out.
That's one thing I'm not think I'm ever going to wear is lederhosen. I'm not going to say I'm never going to wear it, but I don't think I'm ever going to wear them. I might need a special swimsuit at the beach one year when I get a little older.
That's a sad thought.
What do you wear to the beach for a swimsuit? Lederhosen.
That's sad and scary at the same time. Like, come on, man. I can see you and Joe out there on the beach.
At least I'll make it look good. He'll just make it look saggy. Like
what happens at the beach stays at the beach, right?
Yeah, darn skippy. What happens on the front steps sometimes that stays on the front steps too. And we'll just leave that there.
Yeah,
so apparently,
70 degrees up here today, man. It's going to be 70, man. It's nice.
Yes. I don't know what the temperature down here is going to be today. I haven't looked, but I'm going to right now.
It's going to be a week to 10 days of warm weather. I like it. Well, I got some.
Oh, we may have more than that. We're at 75 today. No, 77 today is what they're forecasting. My goodness, we're almost hit 80.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Especially, it was just a week ago, we still had snow.
Well, yeah. And, for us, we had some really, single digit night temperatures. It's amazing.
In fact, Thursday, they're forecasting us 81 and Friday 80.
Nice.
And it's all in the upper 70s until Monday. Then it's going to drop all the way down to 73, 71, then we've got some 60s. But it looks like we are definitely fixing to hit spring down here. That's looking through to the end of February. I may go ahead and start planting some garden, dude. As end of March, it's still in the 70s. I think I might plant. That's of course that'll guarantee we'll get at least one more freeze.
I'm sure you will.
No. We've had snow this year. 8 inches of snow. We have in the early spring. We earned it. Thank you very much. We earned our early spring. I think we got a bigger snowfall total than y'all did. Hi there, Long Spear. How you doing this morning? That's a weird thing. If I'd saw that, I may not have hollered that out. But
I like
good
that.
morning.
Long Spear. That sounds like a medieval type of name,
Or Native American.
We had some interesting people. When I do the Saturday show, the time frame really works out. We had people in from India and the Netherlands at the same time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we had a few comments, but welcome. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're both recovering from sickness, but we're doing okay. Rob is mentally sick, and I'm just physically sick. So I'm only kidding. We've had the upper respiratories going on, and the allergies were bad.
So the bad thing is we're on both ends of the state, so we know the whole end of the state is suffering with this stuff right now.
Yeah.
South African, absolutely. Well, we're glad you're in here.
Absolutely. Shout out to South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa. Amazing place. Had friends that were did ministry in and around Johannesburg and Cape Town and some other places down in that area. Yeah. Beautiful.
Someplace I want to go. Around the coast anyway.
Yeah.
I'd love to case dive with the great whites down there. That would be awesome.
Africa's amazing, amazing
Yeah,
place. I mean,
it's so diverse. I mean, it's an awesome place, dude. And you really do. I mean, they call it the cradle of life, but there's so much diversity, even in South Africa and around the coast and on the inland. My goodness, what a wonderful place to be as far as that aspect of it goes. And
it
we're
may
definitely glad
it
to
may
hear this.
be it may be the most mineral rich continent. It has
Yeah,
a little bit of everything. That's why
yeah,
it's heavily fought over. The
yeah.
money out of it.
Yeah,
I have heard of this.
we have heard this. Uh, you
It is a
know,
problem.
that is a problem. But chin up. I don't know how you fight that, but you know, I guess that's something else that has to be settled at the polls eventually. You know,
I remember a friend of mine. He was there, and I think it's the only time in his life where elephant crossed the road. Yeah. And I mean big, big.
yeah.
It's like you stop the car. Ah, you go. That's a great comment.
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh, no, we got too much to do here right now. We
I know
can't
we
put
got him
it out
busy. We
on
got the
all.
tariff wars going on. We got border
Yeah.
wars going on. We
We
got
got
the
confirmation wars going on.
confirmation, draining the swamp wars. By the way, Elon Musk is, he's gotten the receipts on some of the spending that's going on. Uh-oh,
I
here he is.
don't know what you're talking about, dude. I was led astray.
Yeah,
I
Lone
had
Spirit.
company. Huh?
Trudeau is not thinking. Canada is not thinking clearly right now.
No, they're not.
They're trying to rattle the sabers with the man himself. It's not going to work.
Steve, I don't know what you're talking about there. I was led astray. I didn't want to say those things. I was kind of forced to. Uh, but if y'all get a chance, y'all go back and watch Steve's first live there at Half Pine Forge. Yeah, it was good. We picked on him a little bit, but it was really,
We,
really good.
we,
Look, Steve,
I
most
never
of that
called.
stuff, most of that stuff, I didn't even want to say or do, but Dave made me.
You know better than that. I mean, you are the guy that said easy bake oven. You are the guy.
I, I have to say, I am the guy that said easy bake oven.
I mean, I thought, there's some things you say, I'm like, that's good. But when you went easy bake, I'm like, man, that is way over the top, man. I mean, like, you just dissed the guy's forge. I mean, and then you said little. You called his anvil little. You called it little. You did.
But what
Little.
was funny, what was hilarious about that, all right, was Dave was saying, you know, he took that hard. He went all the way across the shop and said, I can feel the heat way over here. He said he took it hard. And he was dying laughing too. We love you, Steve.
And
Yes,
unfortunately,
I said it. I can't deny it. I said
his chats froze up, so he didn't see all that crap until later. I knew you were in trouble when he commented on that video. He had went back and watched at least some of that. He fast forwarded into the show and said, "Aha! Now I know what he was saying."
it. I don't think I said anything too bad.
I forget some of the crap that you did say. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it myself. You were throwing stuff so fast, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, you had you and your family in there, and y'all were all throwing darts.
No, they were telling me to be nice. I will give them that much. They were trying to tell me to be nice. I was being nice, I thought. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I got a more powerful Ethernet powering adapter. Hope it juice up the internet. That's not going to high 40 slow. Yeah. Oh, that means you might be able to keep up with the chat. Means the next time I might have to get a little nicer. Which I was pretty nice this time.
It was a good show. It was a good
It
show.
really was. You did a good job with that, dude. I'll go ahead and tell you that again. And we thought we would just help you out a little bit. Play it over here on ours for a while. I tried to do some commentary along with it. Showing off my massive blacksmithing knowledge, and I didn't know you could use an easy bake oven to do blacksmithing, but I guess you can. So,
and then you made fun of his water bucket.
I'm sorry, dude, but it looked like you broke wind and left a cloud of dust over there.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, I thought it was amazing. That may be just something that y'all eat, some of the food y'all eat up there, let's see here.
Throw that up.
Okay.
I have a question.
So the liberals have obviously done a lot of damage to the psyche of the youth. How do you think we should go about repairing it if you could, because the future is not looking so bright? This is something that is going to have to be repaired in the home. This is something where parents are going to have to teach children right and wrong. This is acceptable. This is not acceptable. This is something that starts at home.
Well, it's like I said, at my kiddo's school, 20 plus furries walking around or crawling around or meowing and barking around. It's got to start at the home. You got to go in the home and say, what the heck are you doing? Why are you telling your kiddo it's okay to go to school acting like a cat or a dog? Yeah. They have absolutely messed them up.
And Steve, I would say you are absolutely right.
Yes, sir.
How would we start out, Dave?
There might have been one live stream we did that nobody showed up except us. There might have been. I can't remember, but we definitely did the onesie twosie there.
Oh my gosh, we were like, "Hey, somebody tuned in."
Yeah, it is a mental illness, but it has been it's been propagated from the youth. They've twisted these kids' minds.
Yeah,
they have raised them to be absolutely lunatic in their thinking. So it is, and we are stuck dealing with it as a society. You're right. I mean, that's heavy on a Monday, but you are absolutely correct.
And it's not just the schools and the children that are being indoctrinated into this. This is adults too. You have a certain amount of adults that grew up as Democrats. The Democrat Party shifted. Okay? It's not the party of the people anymore and hadn't been for a while. But they're still in that Democrat mind frame. If they say it, it has to be right, and we have to support it. And they watch stuff like MSNBC, which is one of the biggest indoctrinators there is. The Communist News Network, CNN, MSNBC, all these shows that are just shovel and shovel and shovel the liberal agenda right down your throat. And then you have the other side, which is Fox, and they shovel and shovel and shovel, the conservative views right down your throat. And I think there's room in the middle there for somebody that would just tell the freaking news. But give me your opinions. I want to make my own opinions. Just tell me the news, you knuckleheads. Get off my soapbox.
We need an RNN, Robert News Network.
Yes. Or JNN, Jebediah News Network. We'll do it. Oh, you just come see old Jeb here. We'll just tell you the news.
Is Uncle Jeb one of your announcers? That's a great line.
Yeah.
Here by us, it's the teachers that are spreading these lies.
Oh,
They have direct contact
same
with their
thing
kids.
that happens here. But
Absolutely.
we do it all the way through college here.
And there are many examples of kids who are forced to lie to pass a class because they have to answer it the professor's or teacher's way, and they promote that agenda. We have classrooms that have taken down the American flag and put up other flags. They
Yes.
won't promote America. In
Well,
fact,
guess what?
they mock America. They put down America, and they promote other things and other nations over America. What's the matter with that? That's a huge problem.
Yeah,
America's paying your paycheck. You better check up.
yeah. And I'll tell you something else. This is where all this school choice stuff is coming from. Parents are sick of it. They're sick of it.
They're absolutely sick of it.
I'm gonna throw this out there. It's not a teacher's responsibility to raise your child. That is your responsibility. And if you don't instill these values in them at a young age, they're gonna go for the first thing somebody tells them. It's our responsibility as parents to raise the child. It is the teacher's responsibility to teach them reading, writing, and arithmetic, not values.
It is also the
Values
school's
come from the home.
responsibility to protect our children while they're at their school.
Yes. But their children's values should come from the home, not the teachers. The teacher's job is to teach them reading, writing, and arithmetic. Other than that, you got no business doing it. You want you to educate them, not indoctrinate them. There's a big difference in that.
Big difference. Yeah.
I jumped up on a soapbox. But that's an important thing to bring up, though. Thank you there, Longspur. You brought us some good points this morning. Hey, we on here on every morning just about, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday for definite. We come on at 6 o'clock our time, and we're on for about an hour. But yeah, jump in anytime, Bubba. I like the comments. I'm not American, but I think I love America more than most Americans I see on TV here. I was shocked to see and hear what they were saying during the Hamas protest. Yes, you are absolutely right. And this is not America as a whole, okay? These people out there protesting are generally a bunch of college students that have been told what to think. And they're not making their own decisions. They've been indoctrinated, whatever. And it's a problem. It really is. If you can support a terror organization over your own nation, you've got some issues. You need to go back and look at yourself.
Or you're wearing one of them hats that we're not going to name on TV, and they've done that too, you know.
Yeah. I think it cuts off the circulation in their brain. Yeah.
You're absolutely correct. The media only shows the bad. That's true.
Yeah. All the way around.
Ain't it scary, Rob, that AOC is what people see around the world coming from America? AOC.
And how big of a laughing stock are we? Let me throw this here out for you. Longsbury here's in South Africa. And he can see what's going on in this country clearer than what people in this country can see it. And I just fell right in love with Longsbury. She's not my favorite person either. She rates right up there about with Nancy Pelosi with me. Oh my God.
Longspear, have you seen The View?
Dave's favorite show.
No, it's not. No.
I had to watch it after Trump won the election so I could see the wringing of the hands and the gnashing of the teeth. And Dave's made fun of me ever since because I'd look to see what time it came on. Yeah, that's pretty close. She won't let her off for me anyway. We better stop that right there. We try to keep this stuff clean.
Yeah, we just struck again.
Absolutely. Okay, he even did that nice. Yeah.
Longspear, give us a follow on there on Twitch, and I'll give you a follow back. You definitely got to come back.
Yes.
And with comments like that, you could come up on the show sometime.
Absolutely. We'll have you up here on a morning show.
You've made my Monday.
Yeah.
There is hope in the world after all.
Yes. Oh, well, it be all right. Thank you, sir.
Well, I'll make sure we follow back. Thank you.
Well, it's 7:00. Dave has to go to work, drop the kids off at school, and I got to get to work. I got projects today.
We'll see you tonight. Mama said 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for sure.
Yeah.
There may be a sports show before that. We'll see. We got to talk Super Bowl this week, Rob. It's Super Bowl week.
Okay. We'll do it.
Who you got, Philadelphia or Kansas City?
I just don't think anybody can stop.
God bless you too, Longspear.
God bless you too, brother. Absolutely. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Mahomes. I hope they can, but so I need to go with my heart or my brain. I'm going to go with my heart, Philly.
Okay.
But my brain says it's going to be Kansas.
Well, you know the NFL wants a three-peat and Kelsey and Taylor Swift on the field. It will be great TV for them.
Yes. Yes.
But if Philly wins, all them Georgia Bulldog defenders are going to be out there repping the University of Georgia.
Yeah. So basically, Philadelphia went and recruited the Georgia defensive team.
Pretty much.
I love it. All right, y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight. God bless. Have a great Monday. Tell somebody happy Monday.
Luke. Oh, my God. You are a sick person.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.